Hello, and what works for me may not work for you, but if you can take something from the for every side of it and now becoming into the mentoring as well. So, what has sort of driven me to do this was I was watching the incredible Charlie Goldsmith back over Easter, where he did shows for I think it was 3 or 4 days where he got on live and he answered people's questions. He did a group healing, sent out healing on as well. Now, for me, I have lived, and I was telling you my story and I got a little bit sidetracked with that. Sorry. I have lived with chronic pain for a number of years. I had a roof fall on me over the weekend. So we drove to Ballarat Friday, worked all day Saturday, all day Sunday, and drove home late last night. So my fibro is a little bit higher or enhanced and more today than what it normally is. I haven't been able to give myself that downtime as yet. I did take it a little bit slower today, but that's what I do when I listen to my body. Tomorrow is going to be most of the day will be my downtime. So for me, my downtime is usually laying on the couch, sleeping for a number of hours, or just laying there watching TV, whatever my body decides it needs. Okay. So fibro is something that is not curable. We can try to manage it. And over the years, I think and I feel myself that I have done okay with that side of it, with being able to manage it, because I chose that I didn't want to be a victim of this. Okay. And for any of you that are in chronic pain, do have long-time injuries or long-term health issues, it is a struggle. It is really hard to stay on top of things. Now, for me, my injuries haven't just affected me, it has affected my family, the bigger picture, so to speak. My children have had to grow up knowing that mum's injured and has had those restrictions that she can't do things. Now, I do still have restrictions on things that I can't do, but there are things that I will push through my pain to try to do. It might take me a little bit longer to do that, but it's a journey, and I truly choose not to give into it. I can get really frustrated in myself, and I can be my own worst enemy by getting in my own head. But over time, I have learned to see the patterns that I do when I am in pain more than other days, because it's constant. I don't have days without pain. Now, in saying that, I am very fortunate in this work that I do as a psychic medium, that when I am working and reading for somebody, I can step out of my own body, so to speak. So I let go of my pain. Now, I'm an empath as well, so I do take on other people's pains, and I will carry that energy as well, but I can acknowledge it and let it go. So that is a blessing for me in the sense that I can, when I'm working, I can let go of my own body pain. But the moment I come out of that reading and I come down off of that energy, then I feel my aches and pains. I'm not channeling at the moment, so I can feel the burning sensation and through my shoulder blades, and the tightness along my neck, and the aching in my legs at the moment. Now, my legs are killing me, and so is my hip, because of the weekend and the coldness, and I wasn't prepared as well as what I probably should have been. For the coldness that came up through the floor in the building that I was working in. So that has set my hip injury off again as well. So, do you know what? There's so many triggers, there's so many different things, and those that do live with chronic pain will know that as well. But I feel that for me, my hardest thing was being so hard on myself, because I used to really give myself a hard time in the way that my health and my injuries was affecting my family, because like I said, it's not just us. And those that don't suffer with pain or have a family member that has gone through this probably wouldn't understand to what extent we are affected by this stuff. So what I might do is, guys, please feel free to share the love below, down below, on that C word that I can't say, and let us know what your experiences are and where you have troubles if you feel comfortable in sharing. Do you know what? This is me. I live with fibro. I have health issues that can't always just be fixed by medication or change a diet and stuff like that. This is who I am, and I accept that, but I choose not to be a victim of it. So, and I wasn't always that way. I used to suffer from panic attacks. I wouldn't go outside, or I wouldn't venture too far from home, knowing that I didn't have that safety net of being able to lay down or stop when I needed to sit down, to have a cry if I want to. And believe me, over the years, there has been a lot of tears in that way as well. All right. So I'm just going to say hello to some lovely people that are watching and commenting already. So, hey, Terry, and we've got Nessa there as well saying hello. Steve is saying the video is frozen, Leanne. Oh, hopefully that has fixed itself. It may be to do with the internet, whether it's my end or your end, honey. I'm not too sure. We'll see how we go with that side of it. So hopefully it will fix itself. Kim, hi, honey. She shared as well. Thank you. And I do really appreciate people, helping me spread the word as well with these videos and the love at the same time. So hi, Vicky. And you're going to have to excuse me if I squirm in my chair today, because that is to do with my my body pain as well. So Dee saying it's not loading tonight. Karen saying hi. No sound? We should have sound, guys. Maybe you can let me know if the problems are fixed. Okay. It's playing up. All right. What about now? What are we? The time 9 o'clock. Annette, can you let me know, honey, if it's working, please? All right. So I'm just waiting to see if it's working now. We're just saying hello to a few people. Hey, Anitha. Hey, Sharon. Linda is. Will my sister's shoulder heal? Yes, honey, I do feel it will. There's just a lot of inflamed energy. See, this is my fibro and my tiredness that kicks in. And sound is good. Excellent. Thank you, honey. So if you've missed some of that I spoke about, please feel free to go back and watch the replay as well. Vicky's just saying the sound is a bit behind. Okay, so that would be to do more with the internet, I would say. Visual is good as well. So let's hope that will clear up very soon. Unfortunately, there is nothing that I can do about that side of okay. So maybe what I might get you to do is in the comments, write a name where you can let me know if you would like to receive healing for yourself, or if you would like to have somebody else receive healing on your behalf. So certainly feel free to share that as well. There was a couple of comments I wanted to go back with. MJ says warm baths and big plastic balls to flex your neck backwards, stretching and meditating. All good now here. Beautiful. Thank you, honey. And that's the thing. It's finding what works for us as well. I love a nice long hot bath, and especially to put the Himalayan salts and minerals and stuff into the bath, because I do find that is quite helpful as well. So Vicky's saying, hey, Leanne. Now, I do need to say that there are going to be some of these things that we all have, medical terms that I have no idea about in that way. So, and there's some really big words that I'm probably not going to be able to say. So Vicky also has fibro, as well as a couple of other things going on as well. So I definitely know what you are going through, but I push through every day. And that's the thing, guys. It is like with fibro and a lot of chronic pain and stuff like that, that we do need to push through to a certain extent. I could get up in the morning and really struggle to get moving. I could get up in the morning and feel fine one moment, but just to have a shower can be so debilitating at times that I've needed help in the past to actually dry myself and get my husband to help me back to bed. And it can come on just as quick as what a shower can take to have as well. So, there are normally no warnings. It just happens and we can't control that. And unless you're experiencing it yourself, a lot of people don't have any real idea. I am very fortunate that my family is very supportive in that sense. The kids have grown up with me pretty much with them. Sorry, the kids have grown up pretty much knowing that mum has these restrictions to a degree. I want to say I do have restrictions, but I want to say it is to a degree, and it depends on my mental state and mind how far those restrictions are, because there are times that it can just take a different way of going around things or pushing through things, or just giving myself that little bit of time and space and not putting the pressure on myself to actually work through that. Sorry. Because I've sat in the car for several hours last night and again on Friday, my hips and my legs are really playing up, and the cold yesterday. So all of a sudden I get sharp pains in my knee like that I've just got to move and change directions and get the blood flowing. So it's things like that that do get in the way at times, but I choose, and that is a strong word. Choose not to let it get the better of me, okay? And if I do, I have a moment. So what? If I need to sit and cry or I need to, take the day, we're all entitled to that, whether we have illness or not, or pain or whatever sort of thing. So we are all human, and we need to remember that at times, because we're certainly not robots. Vicky, honey, I'm not actually answering questions to do with the mediumship or the psychic side tonight. We are talking about health and healing and stuff along those lines. So MJ is just letting me know that she would like to send Megan some healing. Beautiful, honey. Will my bursa, hip and leg pain get better? Honey, I think it's more about maintaining it. So I want to say, look at what it is that is setting your hip and your bursa pain off. For me, I know what it's like for hip and legs side of it, because I've got the lower back side, the bulging disc, the nerve damage and stuff like that from the accident I had with the roof falling on me. So, yes, I do get that. I get that you need to, I want to say, move in different ways, but I also look at the muscle tension around that injury as well. So I want to say looking at maybe massage or something like that, stretching, regular stretching in certain ways. So a physio or somebody like that, a doctor may even be able to give you some stretching ideas to help with that side of it, honey. And I certainly understand bursas are very painful. I have watched my mum over the years with them and suffer with them as well. Hey, Louise, I hope you're well, honey. So just going through some of these comments. Dee says, I understand what you go through. My mum has a chronic pain and I look after her for 10 years. Oh, honey, good on you. She was told it was in her head. She would cry. It was so heartbreaking. I'm glad she is now free. even though I am heartbroken, she is no longer with me. Oh, honey, you have such a beautiful big heart, and your mum is very lucky that she had such a gorgeous daughter like you to understand and to have you there to help her through it. And that is the thing, guys. It is heartbreaking, not just for those that are suffering, it is for the family. So I think before we go judging anybody for pain, we really need to understand pain ourselves. And sometimes the medical profession just don't have the answers, because fibro is something that doesn't show up on x-rays and blood tests and different things like that. It's very hard to diagnose, but it's also very misunderstood by a lot of the medical health system in that side of it. And I guess it's going to be years. And I think we're heading in the right direction with that. But I think it's going to be years before people really do truly understand what fibromyalgia is and the symptoms of it, because what one symptom I might have, somebody else might not have. And, there's other illnesses and diseases and disabilities out there that I am sure are the same, in the sense that they are very misunderstood, and it is very hard, because a lot of the time we are told it's in our own head. I was told that to start with, until my doctor started researching fibro, and you're ticking so many boxes. So it's hard, and I really do send a lot of love and healing out to those that are suffering, and we will do that soon. So the more we can get online and joining in, so please do share with your friends and family. Send them the link, let them know that we're live, and they can join in anytime, and they can place their name in the comments to have some healing sent to them. So we will do that shortly, because that's something I want to do every week. And when we do that, all I ask you to do is find somewhere where you can sit quietly, maybe without any distractions if you can, and I know that's not always possible. Be comfortable in the way that you are sitting, and if you can, have your feet on the floor to connect with Mother Earth to help ground, and just open yourself up and allow yourself to receive the healing. Okay, so when we do that shortly, I'm going to talk you through a little bit of a meditation just to help you get out of your mindset, because our monkey mind comes into play, and we have a lot of thoughts and a lot of feelings and different stuff that rolls around in our head as well with that side of it. And so I do want to just say, guys, also, I'm pretty sure the bot system has been linked up to tonight's show. I do have a card app that is done through Messenger, and it's done through a computer program as well. And by commenting in my live shows, you will receive a bot message that just asks you to say yes to the first message. And the second message is something like get started. You click on the get started, and you will receive 3 days of one card a day, which is Oracle cards, with my voiceover, with my interpretation of the card for a message for you for that day. It is a subscription later on. If you want to join in, that is totally up to you. You do not have to go ahead and do it, and it certainly doesn't charge you unless it asks you to put in your credit card details, and you do it then, all payment options in that side of it. If you do decide to go into the subscription, you can opt out at any time you like with that. It's not something that you are stuck in or you are contracted to as well. So Steve is letting me sound and vision are good here. Thank you. So Steve is from the UK, and I do want to say hello to everybody that is listening in. Steve and the beautiful Fonz are running a United World radio station as well that they are building up currently, and our live shows do go through into the radio station at a later time. So if you're listening in from United Radio or from the Binge Network, I want to say welcome and thank you for joining in. So we've got Rachel here just asking for some healing for Dad. Beautiful, honey. I will send that out very shortly. Joy's asking for herself. And you know what, guys? There's nothing wrong with asking for yourself, because I'm a firm believer that we need to put ourselves first and look after ourselves. If we don't, who does? Okay. Troy, will my condition get better? Yeah, honey, I do feel that it will. For some reason, I feel like I want to look at your diet. So whether your diet's not balanced at the moment, or you're needing to bring more greens into your diet, I just get the reference to the need to look at that side of it. I want to say it's also not about just getting better. It's about maintaining it as well. All right. So I hope that helps you at the same time. All right, Lily, I would absolutely love and appreciate healing for me, please. Feeling very emotional and down. All right, sweetheart, I will send you some healing soon. Honey, I actually feel like I've got a grandfather figure around you that would call you sweetheart. Okay, I don't really want to touch on spirits tonight. That's tomorrow night and Wednesday night shows. But yeah, I just felt like Spirit was calling you sweetheart there, honey. Leanne says, I need a healing. My life is a mess. And see, that's the thing, guys. It doesn't necessarily just mean that healing is about the health and conditions that way, the physical. It can be in your life as well. So sometimes, and Leanne, I'm actually drawn, honey, that you need to look at what's gone on in the past and let go of that side of things. So to me, it's the feeling when you allow that energy to be released, you'll be able to move forward a lot quicker as well. Okay. So we will certainly send you some healing very shortly. Shirley, will my husband's CLL improve? Yeah, honey, I want to say I need to look at his blood levels with that. So I'm not too sure what CLL stands for, but I'm just being drawn to his blood levels. So whether there's been a little bit of change in his blood results or he's needing another blood result soon, I just get the reference to, I do feel like I've got improvement there as well with that. Okay. Now, guys, I do want to just once again remind people that didn't catch in the beginning of the show, or was having trouble understanding me with the freezing and the internet issues, that I am not trained in any medical way at all. I am only the communicator between what I call my team and yourselves, passing on what they show me. So I can only tell you what I've been shown by them. I highly recommend, if you've got a condition or something's not quite right, or you're feeling off yourself, you go and you seek medical help by a trained professional as well. I'm a big believer that the medical profession and the holistic side by side can work well together. Okay. So I don't encourage anybody to stop taking medication that their doctor has prescribed and without the advice of their doctor. Okay. So I do really want to make that clear to people as well, because like I said, I'm not gone through medical school or anything like that. I can only give the guidance that my team is showing me in that way, as in that sense. So, and it says, yes, the change of temperature also. Yeah, certainly. My body does feel it. I can usually, and as from probably the age of about 15, 16, I played basketball for many years and put a lot of pressure on my knees and stuff through the hard court sports. Now, I love my basketball, but my body just doesn't cope with things like that, and hasn't for quite a while now. But from probably the age of 15 or 16, when I started with the knee injuries and the wear and tear in my knees from those hard court sports, I could usually tell a weather change was coming the day before. Now, I think it's to do with more so the barometric pressure changing, that our bodies feel it. Because I know fish, when the barometric pressure gets, I think it's high, get very hungry, and that's when you go fishing. So our bodies are like fish. We sense those things. So if you've got arthritic energy and stuff in joints, and whatnot, or in bones, even from breaks and stuff, you are more than likely going to feel those aches and pains before the weather starts to change. Now, for me, I can go from hot to cold or cold to hot, and I can feel that at least around 24 hours before that change actually comes in. All right. Danielle says, "Hey, Leanne, still waiting for my news. Do you have any answers for me?" Honey, I'm not focusing on that side tonight. We are working on healings. All right. So Teresa says, "Healing for my dad. He has diabetes, heart issues, back problems, and works hard. He's almost 75 and doesn't slow down. Does a lot of manual labor and lost mum in October. He is heartbroken." I am so sorry for your loss, honey. And I actually feel mum is very much around you guys and always keeping an eye on dad. And that's the thing, guys. We've got to think about what we are doing to our bodies now, because my dad is, and as of Teresa's dad, is a very good example of that. My father has always been really hardworking, has always worked with heavy equipment. A lot of pressure has been put on his body over the years. And now that he is in his early 70s, I'm pretty sure he's in his early 70s. Yes, he is. I can't get in trouble for that one. His body is struggling. And, I watch my dad because his mind is as sharp as they come, and he wants to still do this stuff, but his body is letting him down. So it can be very hard in that way. Sorry, guys, my trigger button is a little bit sensitive tonight and it doesn't want to go out. Let's just try that button then. Some buttons work some days and other days as others. Tina, hey, honey, she's saying healing would be lovely for me, please. I have osteoarthritis and adrenal fatigue. My right hip is really painful at the I could feel that just reading it, honey, because my pain in my hip has changed from my normal pain at the moment. Do you see this getting better? Honey, I actually feel like I need to suggest magnesium oil for you. I don't know if that's something that you've tried or you need to try, and look at the oil, not necessarily the tablets, because the oil you can rub into those areas and it will get in a lot easier, a lot quicker. I actually have my little handbag bottle here that my daughter borrowed and didn't put back in my handbag, and I really needed that on the weekend. Now, that is Karma Rub. We do sell that, and I highly recommend it. I don't usually sell things or recommend things unless I use it and I like it. That has lasted me ages. There is, probably about that much in it, and it doesn't take much and it goes a long way. I actually rub it on my temples and stuff when I get headaches, and it's incredible what it does. So I do have that on my website for sale. You can probably get it in a lot of chemists and online with different places at the same time. Vicky's letting me know that she found aqua aerobics helps her a lot. Yeah, that's great. Thanks for sharing, honey. And that's the thing, it's the heat in the body. And see, for me, I can wake up in a lot of pain in the morning, and it's more the hot shower. As much as the hot shower feels like razor blades on my skin first thing in the morning until I get that heat and my blood circulating, it can be quite painful. But when the heat does get into my body, I really do start to feel that much better for it. It's certainly a way that can help. Maria says, I have also become of the pain under the right rib, had CT scans and found out that I have cysts on my ovaries, liver. Cysts on your ovaries, honey, can be quite painful. Liver, kidney, and nodules on my lower right lungs. Where is all this coming from? Interesting you say that, honey, because when reading your question, I actually look at what it is that you have held on to over the years. Now, when we look at the reproductive area, and different parts of our body stand for different parts of our life as well. So the reproductive area is usually around mothering side of it. So whether you had issues with your mother and you've held on to that, or it's mothering issues that you hold on to for yourself. Okay. So and by saying that, it could be just as simple as you put a lot of pressure on yourself as a parent and you hold on to that energy as well. So keep that in mind. For those that go to the doctor and constantly get told there's nothing wrong with you after CT scans, MRIs and all that side of it, I'm a big believer in what we hold on to in our energy field, and we don't release, will eventually become the physical, okay? Because our body can't hold on to that energy, so it's going to convert it in that way. All right, guys. Well, we're nearly out of time, so we better do this healing. Terry, you're very welcome. Hey, Robin. Hope you're well, hun. And Robin's another one that I know suffers with a lot of pain as well. But she, and I'm sure she doesn't mind me talking out of term here, she is doing a lot of work on herself lately and really starting to make improvements in her life. So, you know, I can't express how proud I am of her for doing that as well. So, guys, if you'd like to get yourself comfortable in a chair, maybe sitting up is best, because I find when I meditate or I go into that slow-minded sort of state, the clearing of the mind, that I will quite often go to sleep. So I prefer, if you can, put your feet on the ground. If you can't, that's okay. You need to do what's comfortable for you. All right. So when you're ready and you're nice and comfortable, just why I'll let you do that while I load up the music and get it started. Well, it is loaded. I just got to put the pin back in it. I'm just going to start this. You may hear the track may change partway through, and that's okay. So what I'm going to ask you to do is get comfortable, and when you're ready, I would like you to close your eyes. I will talk you through a bit of a meditation. I will go quiet, and when I'm quiet, I am setting my intentions and sending out that intuitive distance healing. So all I want you to do is to open yourself up and allow yourself to receive what it is your body and your soul needs. Okay? All right. So if you take a nice deep breath in through the nose, breathing in deeply and exhaling and letting go of all the negative that your body is holding on out through the mouth. Breathing in through the nose, seeing the white, beautiful light come down from the universe up through your nose, spreading through your body, going deeper and deeper, and exhaling out through the mouth. Breathing in through the nose, and with each breath, I want you to let go of any tension, any stress, any pain that you are feeling in your body, and taking that stress, that pain out through the mouth and releasing to the universe. Relaxing every muscle, every fiber, every being, clearing your mind, shutting out the outside world, and just being in the moment. Now I'd like you to focus on opening your heart, your soul, up to receiving the beautiful, loving healing. Taking note of what you are feeling in your body. You may be seeing colours in your third eye. You may find that the healing or the pressure in your body, the tingles, however you're feeling it, may heighten as I strengthen that healing. Okay, when you're ready, I would like you to focus on your breath, breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth, and becoming more aware with your body with each breath. You might want to wiggle your toes, take note how your feet are sitting, how your legs are resting, how relaxed your back is in that chair or that bed or wherever you are sitting, bringing your focus back within. Okay, excellent. I would love to know what you felt. You may not have felt anything, and that's okay because not everybody does. So, and you may notice over the next day or two that you may still get those sensations if you felt something. Okay, because healing doesn't just stop when I stop, it can keep going in that side of it as well. Dee, beautiful honey, I hope you felt that in your body now as well. Okay. All right. So if you'd like to share with us, let us know. Roz is saying good night. Roz wasn't feeling very well today either. So, honey, I hope the healing has helped you as well. All right. So, guys, know that you can join in at any time. If you're a healer and you're watching this, please, I encourage you guys also to set your intentions and send out healing to those that are taking part in the show at the same time. Even though it's going on in the background, so to speak, that healing will go where it is needed at the same time. All right. Tina's saying, these are the comments that were up a bit earlier. Sadness hurt and started crying. Now, honey, sometimes healing can bring out that emotion because that's emotion that we are holding on to. So by acknowledging it and releasing it, you are doing yourself a favor, honey. As much as we don't like to sit and cry, it is a emotion that does build up and it can cause pain. All right. Vicky is just saying, wow, thank you. I feel really relaxed. I'm pleased, honey, that has helped. And sometimes that's all we really do need. And it says, golly gosh, can we do it again? Of course we can. You can go back and watch this video at any time and know that when I do my healing, I am setting my intention for it for the people that are watching the show and those that do catch the replay as well. So I set my intentions for the healing to get to where it needs. Tina's just saying, thank you so much, lovely lady. You are very welcome. I love the hearts. Rachel's feeling so much relaxed as well. Michelle's put I think it's a sad face. No, it's smiling. It looks like you're in pain. That's the way I'm reading that. Leanne says, thank you. My feet and hands are tingling. I got really hot and cooling. Yeah. And that's the thing, guys. When I do my healing, what you don't see me doing below the camera is I hold my hands like this. And the moment I do that, the pressure in my hands, the intensity, the tingling, the heat starts. Now, that's my heart healing ability, which has always been there, but I've done the Reiki 1 and 2 course, and I do other bits and pieces of healing that I can't even put a name to, but my intensity does start. And a lot of you could put your hands together and bring them in close. You will start, where's the camera? You will start to feel that pressure in your hands and the build up as well with that. Okay. So Haley, sending healing your way, honey. Definitely, you're open to it, you will receive it. Michelle's feeling very sleepy after the meditation. Beautiful. Now, guys, that's another point, and I didn't think of it, and I didn't have the intentions of bringing it up either. If you'd like to go to, let me find the right key, my website, Leanne Winston, psychicmedium.com. I do have an online shop in there, and I have started to record my meditations, and I've got 2 up there at the moment that you can download for a small cost and put it on your phone, your laptop, your iPads, MP3 players, or whatever that you would like to, and you can listen to it at any time. So you only have to purchase it once. It's yours to keep and use it as often as you want. So at the moment, I do have a guided meditation on there that will help you connect with your guides and work out who they are. The second one is a grounding meditation. So that will help ground you, which is really good for healing as well, and help center and balance your energy and connect you with Mother Earth and the universe at the same time. I do have intentions of doing a couple more meditations. One will be a letting go meditation, and I'm looking at doing a healing meditation at the same time. So certainly keep an eye on my website, Leanne Winston, psychicmedium.com, for those that are listening on the radio and can't see the trailer that is going across the screen. Now they are around the $7.95, $8.95, $7.95 and $8.95 Australian dollars to download that once. Okay. Like I said, once you've downloaded it, it's there. You can listen to it as much as you would like. Robin is saying, wonderful. Vicky's saying good night, honey, and I hope you sleep well. Okay. Leon, I just lost that. Says, hi, Leanne, I'd love a card reading or anything. Not doing card readings tonight, but by commenting in this comment, you should have got an inbox into your messenger that will offer you a 3-day free card reading that is hooked to a an app, a subscription, but the first 3 days are free. You don't need to subscribe unless you wish to pay for it after that 3 days. So it doesn't charge you until then. I'm just seeing, where am I? Oh, Leon's from the UK. Excellent. Thank you for joining in. I love the fact that we are going in right across the world through the United World Radio System channel, I should say. Thank you to Stephen Fonzie for that, as well as the Binge Network as well. So you can certainly catch replays on that. You will find these replays in my on my psychic page as well. And I should have mentioned, if you're watching from anywhere barn Leanne Winston psychicmedium.com, Leanne Winston Psychic Medium Facebook page, you need to be here to be able to comment in the backgrounds. All other shows are done through the MyTimeTV .live page, but I will be running my Monday night healings from here, as this is where the bigger following is. Now, on that note, I would really, really appreciate your help in helping me build this up to 1,000 people watching and joining in the group healings at once as well. So the more we can do this, the more we can spread the love, the more people we can get into this. I am happy to do this to give back to you guys where I can. All right. Tina says the letting go meditation sounds good, honey. That's the next one. That is, I've already got the meditation, the words. I use this meditation with some of my students, but I just need to make the music to put to it, which hopefully I will be doing over the next week. Robin is, honey, joining on Wednesday night with myself and Annette. I've got to make sure I say the right name. I've got the right picture in my head. Annette, the beautiful Annette, because we are running a crystal show on Wednesday nights at 7:45. No, 7:30 it is to 8:15. It's a 45-minute one. That way it gives me a 15-minute break before I go live and do readings as well. That's all right, Sandra, honey. Just catch the replay, receive some healing, hun. Not a problem. All right. Okay, guys. I better just mention my online. You're always tuning in. Thanks, Robin. I am also running, as well as I should say, English. This is my fibro, as well as the psychic and the mediumship that I do and the healings. I also mentor people as well. And this Thursday night is my online psychic mediumship development class that is starting now. It's a level 1, which is for beginners. It's an 8-week course. So if you jump onto you're already in my, for those here on Facebook, are on my psychic medium page, Leanne Winston Psychic Medium. Jump into the events page. You'll see the online course there. All the details are there. We've still got 2 spots left. So if you want to join in, it is a certificated course. And when you finish this course, there are always level 2, which is your mid-level, and the advanced level being level 3 on later dates if you decide that you want to go on for that. Guys, something else that I find with my fibro, and also that it helps me with my energy levels, is things like these drinks. Now, this is not a paid ad or anything like that. Your Powerades, your Gatorades, your sports drinks and stuff that have the electrolytes and stuff in it. I find things like these are absolutely brilliant. Now, I've been drinking this yesterday and today, so it's I can't even see how big it is. It's a litre bottle, so over 2 days I just gradually sip on that, and it helps to build my electrolytes and stuff up, because I find, especially when I go and have blood tests after working 2 or 3 intensive days doing this work, a lot of my blood levels go down, like my salt levels, my electrolytes and stuff like that. So I do seriously think these things like these get the wording right, turn it around. Drinks like these in moderation do help me, and that's another trick that I've sort of learnt as well. It just gives me that bit more energy at the same time. All right, I have gone over time. Please join me and Roz, providing Roz is feeling much better, tomorrow morning for Intuitive Tuesday chat with Leanne and Roz. I'll be back on tomorrow night with the beautiful Yvonne and myself doing readings. Wednesday night, I'll be back on at 7:30 with the lovely Annette doing the crystal show. 8:30 by myself doing readings. And then next Friday, on Friday night, we'll be back, the power of three, myself, Annette and Yvonne doing readings as well for you. Had to stop and think that I'm not working away this weekend and would be traveling Friday, but I will be here. All right, so please keep spreading the word to help me get more and more people into these. If you've enjoyed it, let your friends know. Word of mouth is the best advertising there is out there, and I thank you for your support and your help in doing that. Take care. Remember to take some deep breaths, ground yourself, and just take some time for you and clear that mind and enjoy. All right, we'll see you soon. Bye.